this it? Let's see. Expecto ludum. Regis? Regis! Eye of Nehelene is going wild. The whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it.
Let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Now it's my turn to gobble. Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get...
Then you open it!
Now who's... Why? Just as...
Careful she doesn't douse you! Be careful! Felicity, it seems you've won.
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you?
Listen,
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you...
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Bean.
Try not...
Sienna...
Oh.
I'm telling...
Where?
I don't...
He had better.
Searching for my lost childhood. What do you think? It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back.
You exposed me. landed in prison. But... Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made...
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen.
Jack.
As we shall do if... No, because it must... Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed. A massacre. Which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, but outside mere minutes will have passed. Watch out! Pixies!
Friendliest pixies I've met.
They were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
That's him. Joss. Last, they're going to...
Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you.
Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does.
The one and only...
I don't know it.
This'll... Let's say for...
For certain.
Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't?
A human. Everyone!
Bet you haven't heard what...
I've heard it lies about
Just like that?
nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Yellow...
And who has it?
A bold farmhand who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
All right.
What?
Tough to talk to.
Was it? I'm not sure. It's just a...
Fine.
Oh look! The Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to show off his new robe.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped down into the swan's nest. That's what they
goose. That's new.
You really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry. Stress.
Care for a cigarillo? A bit of tobacco? A dab of fistek? Salt flint? If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no.
Hey, where'd you...
Is that so?
Give seat.
Sugar.
What if I
Ask me.
What have you got?
Like I said...
All right.
Don't get your...
All right. Tell me. All right. Tell me.
What?
What you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
I... Thank you.
nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
A tin knight. eventually came to terms with his son being a witcher.
Watch out! Pixies! I shall butcher them! You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale.
Huh? Why's that?
Because it wasn't about a princess. Tales about princesses are insufferable. Oh, the Three Little Pigs' homes. But you know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Rick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Words.
One being lies on me, guarded by three nobodies. That could be it.
Ugly end here.
A feather, broken. It was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its
Watch out!
wings.
Pixies!
Didn't just get plucked.
Stop prodding me and find the beads. Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
Goose is ours! Her golden eggs as well! You mean to cross the blood first?
Ugly and fierce. But why keep her in a cage? Eggs from free-range birds are so much better. Oh well, where's the key?
Here it is. Got it. Good thing you posted that notice.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic beam, but not about to complain.
All the way here for a contract.
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Oh yes. Visit Toussaint once, and you'll always long to return.
Stunning, are they not? My new robes absolutely stunning.
I shall butcher you!
The big bad witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a beam.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Stunted a bit, but yeah, it's there.
Well, well, aren't you full of surprises?
Not a bad singer.
But here we are chatting. We... So, you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh?
4 animals stacked atop each other. What was the tale called again?
The Musicians of Blaviken. Huh. You've some link to the town as well, don't you?
But my tale's not much like this one. Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
No being here. Gotta keep looking. This Longlock's tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remember.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
For nothing. Hanged herself by her own hair.
So,
Got the bean, but long locks. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him. Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Metina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth.
What happened then?
I truly enjoyed it at first. But only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed. Let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes. There was no other way.
Playing with fire.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned, or I'll...
Got a history with Detlef now. So this meeting...
I can handle him. You look at him as... It's time to go.
Will-o'-the-wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Hello?
Where at...
Listen.
Where is... Oh, I... What?
So...
Don't worry. I'll play with him.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me?
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg. Any luck?
Yep.
That would How do I look?
Not bad.
Let's go see.
Let me guess.
You again?
We'll be back.
You again?
Not a problem.
What?
What?
Le bête tué.
And Grant?
Le bête tué!
Damn.
Remember what Joss said about the...
Bottle caps.
Well then.
What?
Now I find in your
Well, since you brought it up.
the flower of Toussaint's... They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me. Or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time...
She wasn't the one to bet.
And I'm not angry. Right. Right, this is the spot. Pull out the beam. Wait!
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful.
fairy tale creature. That was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad.
Can't help thinking you...
Why ever would I?
To get rid of your...
But...
That so? How? Plan to use me?
No, I need you for a Oh, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Just gonna go or...
Did you wish to...
Actually...
Oh?
Not that I recall.
In that case... That may very...
What's that supposed...
Nothing beyond... Come.
Another will-o'-the-wisp. Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret past.
Hide from your governess, which luckily... Never mind that. Has the...
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Sienna, you've already run afoul of one vampire. Don't start a fight with another, all right?
Then tell said other vampire to stop taunting me.
I shall do my utmost.
Let's go. Really want to be done with this. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely...
Is it, though? A ruin like any...
so sensitive. So...
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit...
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Let's get ready.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Dead love. It's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
My, what a...
Shut up.
The caftan is...
Rather not bicker about...
This particular witcher has an inborn intolerance. So try not to take...
All that being as it may, Toussaint's hut... The Duchess...
Huh. A
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because...
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself. Besides, I've no need for a new out...
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings.
Count on it. Ceremonies.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory? After all we've revealed?
Sienna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, sure...
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Sienna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit? He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together.
I am done, yes. Or, if you will first
Promise to be careful.
It's the swordsman! Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Man in the...
Why, of course...
If you're about to tell me this... How'd you get those...
Becker's bro...
Beggars.
Why, 4?
Just 4?
I can't count.
Remember anything else?
What? Oh!
Kid, my patience. Where'd they get the
I don't...
Geralt. But
Well, at the shelter most...
Where's that?
Everyone knows.
thanks, kid. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, does it? This is a decent district. You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion. Gentlemen, either get a scrap.
Decent folk.
What?
Hell yeah.
Hear that?
We should step aside.
Let's dance.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. I do not oppose going elsewhere.
Need some information.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your...
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so... You can question.
Thanks.
My dears.
Reese.
Does anyone know?
Why should I squeal? We were...
You can tell me.
I got one too.
I still have mine.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy.
But I was to deliver it personally.
You ought to heed folk who...
All right.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Sienna rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim.
Indeed. The logical...
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Obscured the victim's links to Sienna, even as she had those she despised.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none... She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample...
Why would Sienna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Actually...
Praiseworthy, I suppose.
Seems a bit...
She used my I believe you mentioned...
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much hard. One way or another. So, meet up...
You assume correctly. I shall await...
Our blood's worth less than mine.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
I'm not drunk.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems...
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved...
Promise to be brief.
The witcher will speak with the inmate.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took...
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop.
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you? Then...
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta?
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily...
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you, and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each...
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble some... Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes...
If she loved me so, why did she wash...
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal you? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the land of 1,000... Ah, with all... Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And...
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would la...
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah.
Got some important information.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels...
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are
Yes, your enlightened highness, all. Once the beast...
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are...
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tuson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed,
This cannot be true.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher.
If my presence will help in any manner.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Detlef. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? to your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish platters, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
All that.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early.
Not so fun.
How do you credit the local...
Fascinating.
Indeed.
If you... thanks.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about...
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
Raise your hand!
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it
Won't
they will not. Fortunately, that is why... Supreme bouquet. Firm.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time. A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your...
Know what? But one day I'll want to...
Oh, stop. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard...
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first state... appearances...
Kill.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited...
That we... Actually, I'd love to go home.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Unexpected as ever. And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Brought quite a few books.
Not at all. Because I was. A few weeks ago. And you know what? Which is why
Liking to...
But the... I think...
Bring you... You know? Yen.
Yes.
Namely...
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white.
Oh, yeah. The unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought...
I almost regret it.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it...
Please, Geralt.
Ooh.
Well said,
Yeah.
Ha!
How'd that
Forgotten. Never change, Geralt. I beg you. Not a... Because I what? A few weeks ago, I awoke to the... And you know what? Which is what?
So...
Of course.
A witcher. We could use one around here. Full time.